exploring how people earn their living. Learning about fishermen's belief in sea gods. Experiencing the rich culture of folk festivities. Paul Christensen is blessed to find and check out all of these interesting things in just one destination.
Hello, welcome to Discover Vietnam. My name is Paul, and I've come from America to learn about this fishing village, Phuc Hai, which is about 20 kilometers outside of Vũng Tàu. Today, I'm gonna explore some of the unique culture, the interesting history, and meet some people that can tell me some stories about why this is such a special place to visit when you're in Vietnam. Come join me.
Phuc Hai is one of the most famous and long-standing fishing villages in Bà Rịa Vũng Tàu province. Since the 18th century, net fishing at sea has been practiced by locals and still remains their main livelihood today. Life in Phuc Hai fishing village is most vibrant when fishing vessels return from the sea. Every morning, the coast of Phuc Hai is always boisterous with coracle boats gathering after fishing. Phuc Hai fishing village has more than 100 coracle boats, which cost from 20 million to hundreds of millions of Vietnamese dong each, depending on their size.
The whole horizon now is filled with the boats coming back in. The tractors everywhere. This is crazy. The tractor is gonna pull them from the very shallow, get them safely on shore, it looks like. And it's always interesting to try and imagine or try and guess what each boat has on their inside, in their nets. So right now, this couple has just come ashore and I was expecting fish, but instead we've got an assortment. There's some shrimp and there's some squid and there are some fish mixed in. Múc hai cá hai tôm mắc hơn. Oh, they go like right to the market. Wow. Here is some jellyfish, not intended to be caught, but of course it gets tangled in the neck. Cannot eat it, but you do have to be careful when you're taking the other fish off because it'll be really itchy and uncomfortable.
Day by day, men in Phuc Hai go fishing at sea, with their wives helping with unloading the catch of fish when the vessels return.
As you can see, it's incredibly busy. When they get back, they immediately unload. Maybe like this guy, get a chance to have a quick breakfast before also taking things to the market. Unlike everybody else on the beach, this man is going into the ocean today. He's going out to fish right now. He told me that he's got ice and water in his boat and he's ready to go out to the sea for fishing right now. He asked if I wanted to go with, but I told him I still have too much to see, so next time. Yeah, good luck, Chương. It's incredible to see how hard it is just to begin to get into the water, how much he has to push us and how difficult that is. And then watching the other fishermen take the fish off and risk getting burned. It's incredible how difficult it all looks. And yet it really is warm to see that despite how tough it is, they're just smiling and happy. Xin lỗi. Xin lỗi nha. Hộp rồi.
Having worked around the loud noise of boat engines at sea for years, Mr. Phong is now hard of hearing, so people who talk with him often have to speak louder. However, he's very gentle and enthusiastic about sharing his work.
Cá áo.
Bạc má, cá sồng là lưới lớn, còn lưới nhỏ thì bạc cá mai, cá ảo, cá đi chạy theo lội đó. Cá này cá kia rồi. Hồi xưa giờ toàn là xuồng nhiều, bây giờ là dẹp xuồng họ không có đi khơi nữa, giờ bắt súng đi về bờ thôi, đi cho khỏe bớt. Rồi thuyền ra khơi phải ở lại 5-3 bữa mới vô nữa. Khẩu nghỉ, im đi.
Bao nhiêu phút biển?
3 giờ khuya, sáng vô.
Và ông và bà sẽ bán chó, bán chó.
Bán máu bàn. Bán cho máu.
Máu.
Nó dài xuống nó căng vậy.
Một căn bao nhiêu tiền?
80, có khi 40.
Và hôm nay ông cá bao nhiêu căn? Lấy bao nhiêu căn?
30. 30 kg.
After deducting all costs, daily income of fishing families like Mr. Hai Feng's averages 1 million dong. In recent years, adverse weather and a depleting seafood reserve have significantly affected Phúc Hai Fishing Village.
Con của ông làm gì? Làm cá?
Nó học chữ nghĩa nó làm nghề bờ, nghề biển khổ đó.
Vì sao ông làm này?
Đến giờ 4 năm đời rồi, 16, 17 tuổi đi biển. 4 năm. Đây 6 mấy tuổi rồi, còn làm được cứ làm. Việc nào là hết được, nên con nuôi. Ra quánh nhiều ông bà cho ăn nhiều. Không lên xuống vậy nè. Cá không có gì. Gặp ngoài khơi kìa.
Khi thấy Cá Ông làm gì?
Cái niệm này giấy ông độ giùm. Vậy thôi á. Giấy cho ông độ giùm. Còn cấp lên nó xuống đi à.
Cảm ơn.
He told Paul about a creature often called Cá Ông, or Lord Fish, that is believed to be the savior of fishermen and a good omen for a successful fishing trip. The origin of whale worship in the coastal region of Central and South Vietnam remains unknown. However, there are a few reasons for the acts of veneration. Some scholars have proposed whale worship was introduced in the area by 4th century seafaring Cham and 10th century Khmer people in southern Vietnam. Hindu animist beliefs which influenced early Cham religions may have helped elevate whales to the status of gods in coastal areas. According to one legend of Buddhism, upon witnessing the plight of poor fishermen who were dependent on the tempest-plagued South Sea, Avalokiteshvara Bodhisattva tore her cassock into pieces and threw them across the ocean. Each piece turned into a whale tasked with rescuing distressed fishermen. A Vietnamese folklore story tells a tale that Cá Ông was even bestowed a deity title by Emperor Gia Long. In 1799, the ferocious Thai Sun army forced the first Nguyen Emperor, Nguyen An, and his troops to flee to the sea. While making their escape, a great storm engulfed the retreating army. A great whale rose from the depths, lifting the emperor's boat and carrying him and his men to safety. To thank the animal, On bestowed upon whales a title, which was shortened to Cá Ông, or Lord Fish.
Right behind me is a very interesting, important part of any visit to Phuoc Khai village. Inside are burial grounds for various marine creatures that either wash up on shore or villagers find while out at sea. We went and met some locals, men, women, children, adults, to learn more about what they do in here and why.
Hồi trước làm nghề biển ngư phủ, rồi sau này già lớn rồi mới đây làm từ cho mộ ông này 40 năm rồi. Ngài cứu mình, bây giờ mình phải phục vụ cho Ngài. Hồi đó đi mật rồi cái là gặp nó lạc súng đi, rồi cái là nằm ở trên cái thúng á, là không có nước, không có đồ ăn, trôi dạt ở ngoài khơi á, rồi cái là gió trong này nó đi ra không à, nó không có tấp vô bờ. Rồi mới là huyện ông Nam Hải đại tướng quân. Bây giờ con thất lạc trôi ở ngoài này rồi, làm sao ông cứu con vô bờ. Vừa giái xong ổng mới nổi lên, ổng mới lên dội 3 cái dội á, lên cái dồi á, lên nước, ổng mới lặn đi. Vừa xong rồi cái ngọn gió dọc ở ngoài á, ổng mới thổi vô cái từ cái thúng á, đi vô. Từ hừng sáng vô đây là 6 giờ tối, mà trời mưa tầm tã luôn. Mà cái ngọn gió đưa vô đó nha, nó cũng nhờ ổng. Mộ ông thì cũng được cũng 50 mấy mộ ông, một lớn một nhỏ luôn. Lớn nhất là nặng nhất á, là 6-7 tấn. Trong lúc mà câu ổng vô là gãy cái cần cẩu, gãy, ổng mất hết một khúc.
Vô tới đây cũng thắp nhang vái cho bà độ, ông độ, cho biển im gió lặng, đặng đi làm có đồng tiền.
Từ lớn hồi xưa đến giờ là vậy á, giờ mình làm theo. Một lần đi biển là phải đến đây để mà xin ông phù hộ độ vậy đó.
Cá Ông Cemetery in Phuoc Khai Village is the place with the most buried whales in Vietnam, with up to hundreds of tombs. The tombs of whales have incense bowls and tombstones inscribed with the tomb of Lord Fish, and the dates when the whales died or were found stranded on the shore. Anyone who finds a dead whale becomes the head of the funeral and is believed to have good luck. They will then mourn 3 years for the dead whale on behalf of villagers.
Em được Cá Ông.
Dạ đúng. Đó là em kéo lưới lên, không ngờ còn 5-6 miếng nữa là cái chì lại cái phao á, nó mới là chói vô cái đuôi ong, mới cảo lên. Ong nặng khoảng là tầm như là 55 kg, gần 60 kg. Em mới là đưa lên trên ghe, mới là tắm rửa cho ong, lấy dụ 10 lít dụ á, em cúng kính dầu cắm rửa cho ong, đưa xuống dưới cái hầm ghe á, mới là kêu xe xuống đưa cho ong lên trên tận dinh, tắm rửa ong, nhập thác cho ong ở trong dinh ấy. Mới là em mới là đậu tang, mới là cúng kính xong mới là đưa ong vô trong mộ ong này cho ong cắt cho ong tới bây giờ luôn.
trước là nhà em là chôn ong ở đây. Rồi mình lấy cốt ong mình đem về dinh ong. Trong khi lấy cốt ong á là em có quay lại. Đây là mình đào lấy cốt ong. Lấy ong lên là ong còn xương. Rồi mình bỏ tấm vải là bỏ ống thau, cái mình đem lên mình rửa. Còn răng ong á mình lấy lại để mình cho, ở đây là mình cho những em bé làm mặc dây chuyền đeo hay là bông tai.
Most of the whales in this graveyard, after 3 years of being buried, they'll be dug up and their bones cleaned, and then they'll be transferred to the temple. But this one, as you can see, was found and buried in 2017. So even though it's well past its 3 years, the people here decided to keep it buried because it was such an unusually large whale and required so much effort to get here and then bury. They even had to bring in an outside crane for all the work to put it here. So because it was such a special, unusual arrival, and because it required so much work to put here, they've decided to keep it here. And like this man, we've seen people that come to worship other whales more recently buried. They'll also come here to pay their respects to this special whale.
Cá Ông Temple of Phúc Khai Village is the place for keeping whale skeletons and the venue for worshiping ritual.
Hồi đó tới giờ thì mấy chú cũng giữ theo cái phong tục tôn thờ ông là ông thần hộ mệnh của nhân dân bá tánh của thị trấn của Phước Hải. Thì mấy chú có cái trách nhiệm nấu truyền lại cúng và cầu nguyện gian giái dân sinh ông hộ mạng cho nhân dân bá tánh. 16, 17 tháng 2 âm lịch đó là mỗi năm là cái lễ cúng cầu ngư, là cúng vía ông á.
This place is home to hundreds of whale skeletons. Among these, one of the biggest, a 3-meter and 200-kilogram skeleton believed to belong to the high-ranking whale general of the Nguyen dynasty.
Before I came here to Phúc Khai, and I thought about Cá Ông, and I thought about the belief, I always thought about it from a scientific perspective. I tried to say, well, what kind of whales are people? Are they whales that people are worshiping? You know, why are they washing up shore? What scientific reason can we possibly have? But talking to people and listening to the way they described it and the way they saw it wasn't a matter of science. It was a matter of tradition and belief and their own experiences, which is just as valuable a way to look at it than any other way to look at it. Phúc Khai is a traditional fishing village with pretty quiet, simple ways of life. But if you get lucky, you arrive on a day like today, like me, you'll come during one of their festivals. Today they're honoring Mother of the Sea, made offerings to make sure that they can have quiet waters, peaceful catches.
Phúc Khai Village has 2 major festivals in a year. The biggest is the Whale Worshipping Festival held every lunar February. The second biggest is the Festival of the Sea Goddess for Southern Vietnamese Chinese believers. It takes place every March of the lunar calendar. Both festivals are associated with best wishes for fishermen, and so an indispensable part is Ba Chao dance, meaning firmly grasping the paddle in Vietnamese. The purpose of the singing is to praise the sea goddess for saving lives, assisting the fishermen to catch large amounts of fish, or describing the painstaking labor of fishermen, as well as praising the wealth of the sea and solidarity of boatmen to have prosperous lives.
So they're going back to the shrine now. I'm going to follow to watch what's next after they've made their offering to the sea.
Mình nghi thủy thần ở ngoài biển về, tức là những cái dư vị cai quản ở dưới thủy cung, mình nghinh về đây cho người ta dự lễ. Sau khi cái lễ này mãn thì mình cũng có cái lễ tống thánh là mình tiễn người ta đi. Thì cái lễ này nó có từ 1926 đến nay. Đối với người dân ở đây, người ta sẽ thu xếp công việc nhà. Nữ thì đến vụ chung tay góp sức bên cái khâu của nữ, còn nam thì có thể nghỉ biển ở nhà để phục vụ.
There's no money involved. They said that it's all just by donations or whoever's able to provide some money to help make sure that everybody can celebrate this once in a year festival. They invited me to join very kindly to make bánh này bánh gì?
Bánh bao chỉ.
Bánh bao chỉ. Đây là
Cải muối.
Cải muối.
Cải gió.
Cải gió. À, cải muối.
Trộn vô đậu xanh.
Bắt đầu làm bao giờ?
4 giờ.
4 giờ. It's very wonderful. They're better at it than I am, though, clearly.
Làm 10 cái là quen.
Làm một cái, do it 5 times.
Bạn ở nước nào em? Ở nước nào?
Nước Mỹ. Nhưng Xuân ở Sài Gòn.
Sài Gòn.
Vợ chưa?
Không.
Không.
Không. 36.
36 còn trẻ.
Hôm nay làm bao nhiêu? Rất nhiều. Dứa và cốm và sầu riêng. Xanh. Xanh. Đường. Hôm nay cùng hải sản không? Chài, cùng này chài. Right now we are making bánh quy for people to enjoy on this day, celebrating the goddess for the sea. They were telling me that traditionally they offer only vegetarian. It's really a warm, everybody's chit-chatting and having fun. They just welcome me, even though mine are definitely a bit lopsided. Everybody seems to be in a great mood, enjoying each other's company, taking a chance to chit-chat. It's really a warm morning so far.
Festivities in Phúc Hai fishing village of Bà Rịa Vũng Tàu province reflect fishermen's all-time aspirations for a calm sea, good weather, and abundant seafood, as well as enthusiasm and pride of Vietnamese Southerners. They are diligent but also generous and willing to contribute to the community. This is also evidence of the creativity and humanity of residents of coastal regions.